Yeah.
To the AZ Wildcats podcast. It's been about 5 minutes since we last saw you with Jason Scheer. I am Mike Luke. Hello, Scheer. How are you?
Hello, Michael. How are you?
All right. How was your sleep last night? Was it good?
Splendid.
Did you get me this audio yet?
No.
Are you going to get it to me today?
Probably.
All right. That's all I want to hear. All right. We got a lot to get through this show. I was probably this is Flavoring Fridays, brought to you by OGs, by the way. All right. I was probably a little too harsh on the post-game show last night about Arizona's win. Arizona, listen, this is a quad one win. Arizona got it in triple overtime, and I did tweet out, I said, get this win by any means necessary. Arizona did just that. At the end of the day, this is a good win, Scheer.
You need to take my perspective on things, Mike, which is any road win against any road win is a good win. Mm-hmm. This was a good win. It doesn't matter how it happened. It happened.
Right. And honestly, this is probably something that's going to help them come March as well. The triple overtime game, again, in a hostile environment, that was this was a good win for Arizona, and it is a quad one win. So again, I was remiss in that. I do apologize.
You should apologize because the net ratings also, as you know, it doesn't get more important than that.
Yeah. Okay. There's our short right there. Okay, now it's hard to win on the road in conference play. It is. And Utah's a pretty good team. By the way, I like Craig Smith. I think Craig Smith's a really, really good coach. Okay, now let's talk a little bit now about what this means for Arizona. If Arizona wins tomorrow, they are squarely, I think, back in contention for that number one seed. And not only are they back in contention for that number one seed, I think that you feel pretty good about their possibilities of getting that, Scheer.
You will be seeing bracketology on Monday with Arizona as one seeds throughout. I think if Arizona, and look, obviously there's a lot of basketball left, but if Arizona wins on Saturday, it's a one seed. Feel very confident in saying that I'm a net seeding expert, as you know.
Right. Yes. And that would be a very, very nice, thing. Now, where would that mean that Arizona would play then, most likely, if Arizona's a one seed out west? Do we know this yet?
It's still Salt Lake City.
All right. Salt Lake City. Yes. All right. Chris Toner, he said that Toner, I think. He said Rudy Bustillos was very, very rude about Arizona yesterday, but we will get back to that we'll get back to that at another point. All right. Now let's see here. All right, we got questions coming in hot and heavy about Ballo, Oumar Ballo, leader of men. Here's where I'm at. And I'm the biggest defender of playing Mount Crevis more. Oumar Ballo's better at this point. It just is what it is. My biggest problem I have two problems with Crevis at this stage. Two. Wow. First of all, is his haircut. I don't know why he's got the hair or the Lloyd Christmas haircut, but that's a call. Maybe it's just the Edgar. But he's also, listen, we've seen this a lot. He dribbles the ball, and when he dribbles the ball, it goes away immediately. I don't know why he dribbles the ball. I don't know why he continues to do that. But those are my two biggest concerns. Again, Oumar Ballo, leader of men, is far from perfect, but I pretty much know that every game I'm going to get 15 and 10 out of him.
Yeah, you just can't play Crevis against athletic centers. It just doesn't work. And I know, like, Oumar is not some super athlete, but it's just they move differently, and you could tell last night. Crevis couldn't guard without fouling, and eventually Tommy said, we're going to take you out. Now, he did go in the later part of the game and do fine. I think, like, tomorrow is better suited for Crevis. I think he should have an easier job with Lampkin because Kita is a freak athlete. But Oumar's fine. Everyone's so mean to Oumar, and I have protected him.
You have protected Oumar. Oh, by the way, Erica Day, Scheer is going to the Pac-12 tournament. You need to be coming to the Pac-12 tournament with us. Honestly, it'd be a good experience for you. Wildcat Authority, Scheer can get you a credential very easily. This is true, Scheer.
Yeah, probably. We'll see.
You should come though. You should.
I don't go. This is a very big deal. Usually, Mike, where are you staying?
I think we're staying at the Circa.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. Look at you having to stay off the strip.
I'm going to the Orleans. My
I
trip.
like the Orleans.
I love the Orleans. It's underrated.
Right, I like the Orleans, but Erica, best suggest we will get this. Rocking and rolling. I was thinking about that yesterday. Also, Scheer, question: is the reason that you haven't gone to the Pac-12 tournament is because you're worried about fans from rival fan bases assaulting you? Come on, that's why it is.
It's not. Although I did almost have that happen at the ASU football game. The reason I don't go is purely a business decision.
It's a business decision. You're standing on business.
Because I go to Vegas. I spend 4 days in Vegas with you. You're a big gambler, right? It's not cheap. And then I turn around and I'm flying somewhere else.
Yeah, that's a good point.
By the way, to answer the question before, a part of me does wonder if you get a 1 seed, you could kind of choose where you're going. Mm-hmm. There is a 1 seed, not a 1 seed, but there is a regional in Spokane. Do we think Tommy, because of the Gonzaga connection, would choose Spokane over Salt Lake City?
Interesting. Now let's see here. Interesting. You guys, I'm going to the Pac-12 tournament. I'm serious. Good job, Erica. Erica's on that immediately. Okay.
Now, Andre Barris, the worst. I thought Utah fans were fine last night. UCLA fans are the worst.
UCLA fans are the worst, but it's also going to be fun to see some of the. Although I don't know this. You know who I have really grown to dislike, and it's mainly just for football. I'll be honest, is Colorado fans. I've really grown to dislike Colorado football fans. Colorado hasn't been good in basketball or football in 30 years. And all I have to hear about, and this is where I defend Totri, the great Anthony Totri, when they go at him and they're like, oh, you're a homer for saying the Colorado. Dude, you finished last in the conference last year. Get over it. It is what it is. All right. Now, we do need to talk a little bit. We'll talk more about the meaning of this Colorado game. But one thing that we do need to discuss that is a problem at this point, what is going on with these end-of-game situations where there's essentially no offense, everybody stands around, and Caleb Love shoots from 40 feet? Tommy Lloyd's a really good offensive mind. Why does this keep happening?
So I went back and watched the end of the game, and there were a couple, one of them was clearly just blown up by you. I don't remember it. It's all a blur. The one with Pella, where Pella had the ball, that was blown up right away by Utah. And that was just can't go.
But Pella was dribbling the ball. Pella's not going to beat anybody off the bounce.
I know, but I think maybe he draws a double because he scored 27 points. I don't know. I don't know what the plan was. And it probably wasn't good, but I'm just saying that wasn't, hey, Caleb, shoot from 35 feet. That wasn't the plan. How many times do you see good college basketball end of game plays?
I get it. I understand that, but every single time it's the same play.
Oh, I know. And none of them were good. And Tommy, to his credit, even said he should have drawn up a better play instead of the Caleb Love 35-footer or whatever. He's quoted. I'll find the quote, but he straight up says, I should have had a better play. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe I could have called a timeout. I regret that now, but I trust Caleb with the ball. I said, you got to be aggressive. I probably should have called timeout and put our guys in better position. But I know that Caleb is fully capable of making that shot.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with that. I want Caleb Love shooting the ball, but even when Arizona calls a timeout, they still end up with the 35-footer. We've seen this time and time again. I don't think a timeout would have meant anything.
I don't either. It's weird. It's the end of game situations, and I don't want to say, because other teams are bad, Arizona's bad, but it's so weird. In the NBA, you see guys get good looks, and I know it's a completely different level, but in college basketball, it feels like whenever there's a buzzer beater, it's just luck.
Yeah, exactly. And I do like that Tommy Lloyd went 2 for 1. That's the other thing that I don't like, or that college coaches do. We'll get to that in a second. But they got to figure out this end of game situation. I love having Caleb Love with the ball at the end of a game. Shelby ridiculed me on Twitter for saying, why would you want it? Shelby was wrong. One of the very few times Shelby is wrong, but there is a reason. The guy has been proven time and time again, but I still feel that there's a better thing that you can do than getting 40-foot shots. That's all I'm saying. They got to figure this one out because they're going to be playing close games in March.
Yeah, I agree with you. They have to figure it out. I don't mind Caleb taking the last shot. It's just there's got to be a better way, I guess.
Yep. All right, Tommy Lloyd. There's our clip, by the way, Jacob Franklin. Also, we got a lot of reads this show, Scheer. Where should we start off? Should we start off with something good? How about? Well, they're all good, but how about Circle K?
Best for first. You know?
All right. Now, have you been to Circle K lately?
I got gas at Circle K yesterday.
Did you use your Inner Circle points?
Obviously. What a stupid question.
Join Inner Circle for free by downloading the Circle K app today. Terms and conditions apply at participating locations. Visit CircleK.com for details. And OGs. Scheer, you have a hard time sleeping. Did you consume some OGs last night?
I needed to after that game.
All right. Yes. OGs, check it out. This is Flavoring Friday. Again, welcome to the PHNX show. Shout out to OGs Brands, the official sponsor of Flavoring Fridays. OGs is not your average cannabis-infused gummy. They absolutely knock it out of the park when it comes to flavor and effects of their gummies, and they are a natural slam dunk too. Head on over to ogsbrands.com to see their full lineup, including their newest gummies, the OGs Naturals and the Big OGs, to find out where you can purchase. Okay. Now, moving forward then a little bit, Kylan Boswell. We talked about it last night on the post-game show. I was totally okay with what I saw from Kylan Boswell. As a matter of fact, if Arizona can get that type of performance out of Kylan Boswell, then Arizona's going to be in good shape. Again, it wasn't great. That wasn't what a first-round pick looks like. I don't care. He was more than good enough, Scheer.
Yeah, he was good. I mean, and I know he had his issues at times, but that goes back to us, because of his struggles, we're wanting him to be perfect. And when he makes a mistake, we kind of harp on it. But yeah, he was fine. I have no problems. If he plays like that, Arizona is a considerably better team than when he plays poorly. I don't think there's any question about it.
And again, he's going to do, he still makes some very odd passes at interesting times during the game. But again, he was aggressive. And what was really cool too, is that he came back in the game because that shoulder surgery, his quick surgery,
he healed very quickly. Shout out J-Rock. Shout out Emoy.
Yeah.
Got him healthy real quick.
You got to give Emoy so much credit. I can't even imagine what Emoy was doing behind the scenes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, dude, the dude's just a beast.
I wonder how it feels today, though. Like, there's a good chance it's sore today and he could be out tomorrow. We have no idea.
Yeah, so Jervis Williams, the great Jervis Williams. We do not have a update on the shoulder.
Let me see if I can get one.
Yeah, we will. By the way, Scheer, are you driving or flying up to Vegas?
I'm driving because here's the deal. Because I'm a warrior. Okay, you on that Sunday morning, you're gonna sleep into 11, 12. I'm going to leave that Sunday morning at like 6 a.m. to make sure I'm back and prepared for the selection show.
Hey, I might go with you, actually, Scheer.
I don't want you to go with me.
Mike Luke. Oh, come on, dude. I've never gone on a cross-country road trip with somebody where they weren't actually very excited.
I don't want you in my car.
I went to Spain with people for 2 weeks. And true story, one person said, I thought you were going to annoy me out of my mind. You're actually very easy to travel with. I actually get very high points for traveling, Jason.
No, you could drive with me if I drive. I assume I'm driving because I'm assuming I'll fly to Salt Lake or
right. Okay. Whatever. All right. Anyways, now let's get back to this team though. And I was telling this to my good friend Kim Bino. She's a little bit like Rudy in that not a more of a downer than an upper. But I told her, I said, listen, every team in college basketball has major flaws. I get it. It's just that Arizona fans are just used to watching Arizona. Look around the country. Is there a team that you say, man, I just 1,000% they would beat the crap out of Arizona? There is none of those. By the way, Michael Candrea. Hello, sir. Son of the GOAT. Hello, the GOAT himself, GOAT 2.0. But anyway, Scheer, every team's flawed.
Yeah, I went to lunch with my father yesterday, and he goes, "You know what I was watching?" He goes, "I was watching college basketball the other day, and sometimes he watches, sometimes he does it." And he goes, "Man, there's just no good team. Like, there's no team you watch and you go, man, like that's it." Like, you kind of had a feeling towards the end of the season, like UConn looked really good last year. There were teams that looked really good. This year, I just don't know that team. Like, Houston looked really good, and then they lose consecutive games, and UConn doesn't look like UConn of last year, and it's really hard to repeat.
UConn looks a little too stiff. They don't.
Kansas doesn't look that good at times at all, and they have bad losses. It's just there's not that one team you go, man, that team, that's the team you could just pencil them into the Final Four. I think it's going to be a situation where, and I kind of always feel this, it's just all matchup based. Like if Arizona faces a team that shoots 43s, God help us all.
All right. By the way, though, I would love a rematch with Purdue. Now, granted, Purdue probably won't get out of the first weekend, but we could also say Arizona might not get out of the first weekend. So
I want Princeton. I want the winner of the Ivy League again, even though Yale's good.
Yeah, if Caleb Love was on Arizona last year, Arizona's winning that game.
Yeah, Yale's pretty good. Princeton's pretty good, but let's just get this done.
All right. Let's get it going again. My bad, Pella. Hashtag my bad, Pella. I could never have been more wrong. Hey, what do you think was actually worse? My Gunnar Maldonado or my Pella Larson take?
I don't know, because Gunnar was bad.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Like Gunnar, there was a reason for Gunnar. Pell, I thought that you just bullied Pell.
I did. I bullied Pell. It was unfortunate too. I still complain about Pella, but I was actually and Scheer's text messages can certainly subscribe to that. But I was wrong. That's why I'm sitting here and Pella Larson's playing. But Gunnar, do you think that the hustle and motivate factor, the Nipsey Hussle part of me, was the one that made Gunnar Maldonado good?
Yes, I would assume. But when Gunnar won the MVP of the Alamo Bowl, the mic cut out, but he actually thanked you.
Yeah. By the way, you remember Hunter Pace, the baseball player?
Yeah.
He's a really good friend of Gunnar, and he comes at me nonstop on Twitter, and I'm like, dude, I've apologized like 80 times. I don't know what to do. All right, Jervis Williams. Mike, what are your chances on Pella being drafted, or how high is drafted? I don't see Pella in the NBA. Here's why I don't see Pella in the NBA. Pella can't dribble. But again, people always say, well, 3-and-D.
Jaylen Brown can't dribble.
Jaylen Brown. Oh, dude, he looks like Allen Iverson compared to Pella. Come on, man.
He can't, though. He really can't dribble.
But he can. Yeah. But you can find plays where he's breaking down NBA defenders.
I think Pella is a late second. If I was a team, I could see a team taking a chance and putting him on the bench and all that. That wouldn't.
Here's the thing with Pella. Pella has to be a good three. Pella's got to be a good 3-point shooter. And against Utah was daring Pella to shoot threes, and he didn't want to take them.
I get it.
All right,
shoot. You dare Caleb Love to shoot threes, you'll get all the threes you can handle.
I've got a hot take for Andre Veras. More likely to come back. I'm going to say both.
What? Yeah, at this point, I don't know. No, I think Pella leaves.
Do you?
I think Pella leaves. When Pella, when Arizona makes the Final Four behind 25 points a game from Pella, I think he leaves.
Oh, so you're calling a Final Four MVP from Pella?
Look, I'm not saying he is, but I'm not saying he's not.
Right. Now let's see here. No shot Pella comes back. Like no shot. I don't know about that. We'll see. We'll see.
Maybe he's sick of the abuse that Mike's giving him, so he'll probably leave.
All right, yeah, that's a good point. Keyshawn Johnson is at here's what I've also come to the realization with Keyshawn. And Murph came on the show. I just don't see Keyshawn as an NBA player. I like Keyshawn. Keyshawn's good. Keyshawn's good for what Arizona does. But I was expecting hustle, energy, 14-10, 14-12, 13-13 type games. He's good, but he's not really that dude.
No. Where's he going in the NBA? Like, what's he playing?
Right.
Who's he guarding? Like I guess he's a power forward in the NBA, a 6'7". Like I just don't know what's his skill set. I don't know. I don't see him. I see Pella as a much better NBA prospect than Keyshawn, actually.
Okay, so you're calling Pella as a first-round pick.
The NBA draft's going to be weird because, like, NBA, what is it? The ESPN, Giovanni and all them, and I know they're friends with Tommy, but, like, he had a thing this morning where he calls Pella an NBA guy. He's called Keyshawn an NBA guy.
You also remember what he said about Kerr last year?
Like, you know who I talked to that's an NBA. Like, I talked to a few NBA guys. Like, they're not even on the board.
Right.
Like Boswell isn't even close to their board right now.
Well, it was funny. Like I was kind of out on Giovanni last year when he talked about how Kerr Kriisa is the prototypical pick and roll NBA point guard. No, he's not. Imagine Kerr Kriisa.
We need a Kerr Kriisa. I'm going to look up a Kerr Kriisa update.
Imagine Kerr Kriisa against like
Kerr's playing well the last couple of games.
What's he got? Talk to me.
He had 23 against BYU.
Okay.
And he had 21 against Oklahoma State.
I still don't want him. You can have him.
He's shooting 43% from three, which is because his
that's really good. That's actually interesting.
And 43% from the field. So his shooting numbers are significantly up.
Yeah, you might say, where could I did not know that. Now you might say to yourself, where could I watch a Kerr Kriisa game in Morgantown? Game Time. Thanks for asking. Game Time. Sure, you've used Game Time. This is correct.
Yeah, we looked at it the other day.
All right, yeah, check it out. Game Time. Here's the deal. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code PHNX for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply again. Create an account and redeem code PHNX for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last-minute tickets, lowest prices guaranteed. And the Arizona Lottery. Scheer, you said yesterday on the postgame that you've won the Arizona Lottery. This is true.
Yes. Yeah, millions.
Scheer is coming to us from La Paloma right now. Many people don't know that Scheer actually lives in La Paloma. But again,
I now make passive income by just being here with Mike, you know?
All right, true. That is a good point. The Arizona Lottery is not just about playing and winning games. It's also about giving back to the state and its communities. Take an adventure with the Arizona Lottery. Visit AZ Adventure for more information on how you can make this adventure with Arizona Lottery and for a chance to win $1 million in cash in Arizona travel prizes. Check it out. All right, let's see. Jervis Williams. I think we need some more paraphernalia behind the shelf. What do you mean, like OGs? All right, now I think it looks good. I don't want to take away from my face. So let's time for Emmanuel Stephen. All right, here's what you guys got to understand about Emmanuel Stephen, 4-star kid coming in. He is not, and I would love to be wrong. He's going to take a little bit of time. I think Christian Coloco is a freshman. That's kind of what it might be a little bit better, but think that he's going to be good, but he's going to take a little bit of time, Scheer.
Yeah, he's good. I like him, but his offense isn't there yet. I need to go see him again, though, but his offense isn't there yet. And I don't think people should expect him to come in and be like, oh, here's 10-10. He's awesome. Let's get rid of Oumar. No, if you can return Oumar for another year, you return Oumar for another year. Like you just did.
My question is that, people, you also got to remember all these dudes can come back because they all have 9 years of eligibility due to COVID. The only one that can't come back is, who is it? Keyshawn Johnson. Oh yes. Fly guy Cole. No, I'm here for you, man. I know very few, but I know very few things, but I do know the COVID rules. Okay. Can we teach Mount Crevis how to dunk? Yes. I don't understand why outside of Caleb Love missing all of his dunks, I don't know why nobody else on this team dunks. It's very annoying.
It's very annoying. It's very, very annoying. But yeah, who cares, man? Ball goes in the bucket. That's all that matters. Oumar dunks.
That is true. Now, Ryan Neal, there isn't everyone to come back, and everyone knows Tommy doesn't go deep into his bench.
Yeah, you can't have everyone back. Mike's ignoring the fact that they're bringing in 4 guys, but, someone's leaving.
Who's the 4th guy?
Well, whatever it is, 3 guys, 4 guys, they're bringing in dudes. People have to leave.
Yeah, all right. That's a good point. All right, Caleb Love. It was asked about. I had the perfect Caleb Love NBA because I believe Caleb Love will be on a roster. I don't know that he's going to play, but I believe Caleb Love is going to be on a roster. I'm going to will him onto a roster. Scheer didn't start watching pro sports until like 2 years ago, but he'll know who this is now. I think he can be a very poor man. What?
I know who Kobe Bryant is.
Yes, you did. I think he can be a very poor man's Tyrese Maxey. That's my comparison for him.
Very poor man.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's a top 10 player in the NBA.
I'll take it. Very poor man. Like
I
on the street begging.
I think it's a good comp.
Yes, as long as you need to clarify he's not going to be. Dude, Tyrese Maxey doesn't he average like 25 points a game?
Yes. By the way, that's my rule of thumb with every Kentucky player. Every team in the middle of the first round should always just draft a Kentucky player because any Kentucky player that goes from 10 to 20 has superstar potential to them. Think about it this way. Shea Gilgeous, I think, was the 11th pick. Tyrese Maxey, the 17th pick. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, can keep going on and on. That's also a reason why I wouldn't go to Kentucky. Because if I'm really good, I'm going to be like a mid-first round pick. Devin Booker at 13. Very, very good call.
But Cal's doing his job, isn't he?
I guess he probably is. But these were top 5 players. Philly B will leave to ASU. I don't think that by the way, Adam Prim, you are putting bad things out here. I can guarantee Dylan Anderson.
Mike, that's the vibe I got too, Mike. You're pushing out Dylan Anderson.
No, I'm not pushing out Dylan Anderson. I want Oumar Ballo, leader of men, to go because we need Dylan Anderson in.
By the way, I want to see your face when this happens. You ready? Joe Lunardi just released his new bracket. Brand new this morning. He's got Arizona as the 1 in the West, facing the winner. You ready for this? Because Mike loves both these teams. The winner of Virginia, New Mexico.
I'd rather.
I don't know, man. That's a tough 8-9 game.
I would rather play Virginia. New Mexico doesn't suck. I've watched 3 New Mexico games this year, which is generally 3 more than I ever watch, and they're not bad, Scheer.
Yeah, they're not. The thing is, like, actually, and Lunardi's never right, but his bracket is attractive for Arizona.
Yeah.
Baylor's the 4, Creighton's the 5, Tennessee's the 2. That's attractive.
All right. Now, Dylan, it was Dylan Anderson's idea to redshirt. No, Ryan Neal, I'm going to give myself a little bit of credit here. This was my idea to have him transfer. I told Caliendo all last year they needed to redshirt him, and Caliendo just kept saying, Dylan's ready to play. I said, listen, that's not the point. The point is you got players ahead of him. Dylan's too good. I was very instrumental in this. I'm instrumental in very few things, but Dylan Anderson redshirt, if you're thankful that he redshirted, thank me. Okay. Virginia is wannabe Big Ten garbage. I think that's exactly right.
Virginia's the slowest team in the country. But their defense is really, I don't know. It's a weird matchup. New Mexico's good, like legit, and they're fast. So they can play Arizona's pace. On Ken Palm, New Mexico's way better.
Dude, New Mexico's good. I'm telling you, Jalen House, I know we like making fun of him because he went to ASU.
And that other dude's good too. Their point guard is super good. I like him a lot.
He's good. Ashburn Jr. isn't bad either.
I'm going to look up his name because I like him, but I don't know.
Yeah, he's really good.
Donovan Dent. That dude's good.
Many people make fun of the hat. Jerome Glass, you are a smart man. Mike, where do I get that hat? I do not know where I got this, but rumor has it Abraham Mendoza came on Twitter, and he said that he got this at the or that he saw it at the Tucson International Airport. So maybe go to the airport. That's where I'm probably going to go. But I'm totally cool with that. So he's got Arizona as a 1 seed out west, huh?
Yeah. Done deal.
All right.
Now, I mean, he sucks, but
Yeah, Lunardi's very bad at what he does. I don't know how Lunardi has the job that he does because every single year he's always amongst the top 15 worst in the bracketology. I don't know how he has that job.
I don't know how either. I have certain guys, and I'll start retweeting it because that's that time of year, but I have certain guys I look at, and he's not one of them.
Correct. Yes. All right. Now, how do these teams shoot from 3? Adam Prim, great point. That's all I really care about. You could have 5. You know what's interesting? I'm more concerned about a team with 5 white guy shooters than I am about a team with 5 first-team All-American athletes.
Let me check. I'm going to check right now.
Who are the
live
worst
television, folks?
Yeah, no, this is great. But I will talk when you look at it.
So New Mexico does not shoot threes. They're 331st in the country in 3-point attempts. They do shoot 34%, but they don't shoot them. Against Arizona, that's all bets. Virginia also does not shoot them and shoots them at a very high. Okay, so Virginia doesn't really shoot them, but when they shoot them, they make a lot of them.
Yeah, I don't love the Virginia matchup because, again, the game will be in the 20s.
Because they're 362nd in tempo. You can't literally get slower than that.
Here's another question. Why would anybody that has any other options ever go to play at Virginia?
Also, I want no part of Reese Beekman versus Kylan Boswell. And that's not even a Kylan Boswell thing. Yeah. Reese Beekman is just a monster.
Reese Beekman is a total beast. We need to talk more about Reese Beekman on this show, not less, actually. Reese Beekman is the man.
I don't
and it's a great name. It sounds like my accountant, Reese Beekman. All Okay. Jerry Palm has Arizona as Jerry Palm, another guy that isn't good at his job, but we'll talk about it. Jerry Palm has Arizona at a 2 seed versus Eastern Washington. Who else is in that? Who's the number one in that? Who's the number one in that region? I don't really worry about the number ones, to be honest with you.
Jerry
I worry
Palm,
about Stanford.
I can't speak poorly. Never mind.
What's that?
I don't really.
Oh yeah, you can't speak. Yeah, you're a coworker.
Jerry Palm is a very nice man. I don't look at his bracket at all unless it's the company line.
Oh, like Tennessee. I will take Tennessee. I will sign up for Tennessee every single day of the week because again, this is probably his best team. Rick Burns' teams go nowhere come March. They'll be knocked out early.
I'm gonna put in the comment section the guy on Twitter that I like. He won the bracket matrix last year. He's a really good dude.
Who is he?
There you go. Bracket Dom. Put that up on the screen.
Bracket Dom. All right, everybody follow Bracket Dom.
Last year he only missed one team. He had 67 teams within one seed.
Wow.
Like it was like, and he's a good dude too.
Okay. So. All right. Now, looking ahead, who's Arizona have though after Colorado? And then we're going to get to some football, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk some.
I believe, Mike, that after Colorado, Arizona does not leave the state of Arizona for a month.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm right. So they have ASU.
Better watch out for that one.
On Saturday, then they're home against the Washington schools, and then they're at ASU. And then they play Oregon at home. So they don't leave. Yeah. Their next, after Colorado, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games are within the state of Arizona.
I'll take it. And also, so I lost a bet. I lost a Kyle Dodd bet. Do you know about this bet?
Yeah, I'm not happy with you at all.
So I've got to go up to the ASU game. And I've got to sit front row. And I have to wear a Kyle Dodd jersey. Not happy. But everything else will be Arizona.
Also, we need to talk about another team actually.
Who?
Before we move on. We're focusing on Oregon and rightfully so. Washington State is the second best team in the conference right now.
You know what's wild too about Washington State's coach? If he didn't lose like 8 players every offseason, this would be like a top 15 team. He's a good coach, and you didn't like him. I liked him.
Yeah, I didn't like him. I think he's not the. I just don't like him, but he's a good.
At coach. Washington State, though, he does a good job.
Yeah, he does a great job with that team.
Yeah. All right. So we'll see. Oregon Washington State is that's a big game for Arizona.
I know we're not supposed to talk betting lines. Is FanDuel? Do we like FanDuel?
No, we like BetMGM and DraftKings.
I know, but I'm just saying FanDuel's the only one out with a line right now, and Arizona's an underdog according to FanDuel
against Colorado.
-1.5.
Yeah, I think they're going to be an underdog because it makes sense. Here's the deal: Colorado's good. They don't stink. It's a tough place to play, and Arizona just went into like quintuple overtime. So
you know what that means, right?
That Arizona's going to win.
Yes, correct.
Right. Yes. Like looks like Jason's dog is licking his ear. Very distracting. Keep it up. Yeah. Keep it up. Scheer also gets massages from his dog.
I think I just killed her.
Colorado State. All right, let's see here. Bracket Dom has Colorado State.
That was before yesterday, but yeah, I don't like. I'm cool with Florida. Colorado State's good.
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with that. Let's see. Arizona is going to be so tired, and Pella looked exhausted in the pro. We need Pella to make those free throws, though. That was my only concern, Jason.
I think Tommy was playing it like we think it's the 1-3-1, but KJ Lewis only played 22 minutes. What if KJ Lewis goes nuts tomorrow?
That's a great point. Also, let's see. Yeah, that is a good point. Also, Henry Vasar. I get a lot of questions about the depth. I would, again, no inside information. I would be surprised if Henry's back next year. Again, no inside information. I just think it's a log jam of minutes, and I just don't see how he's playing.
What year is his girlfriend? The softball player. That's how I determine whether guys are coming back or not.
We need to get Dylan a girlfriend, man. Maybe he already has one.
We do.
Please no Fili B or Pauly M. Dude, there's so much. And listen, as much as I like Fili B, don't put Pauly M in with Fili B. Pauly M is going to be good.
I'm going to win that bet, dude. You're nervous.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. Conrad's going to play.
Let's see here.
James nailed it.
Yeah.
James
Pronounce the name.
P. Perez Chica. Erica, help us.
Erica, get in here. What is it? Perez Chica. Erica. I wonder if Erica left. Erica just signed in to say she was here, then bounced.
Jervis, this is how you can't believe the amount of players that decide futures based off girlfriends.
That's
Mike knows this. It starts in high school too.
Do we think that it's weird? Do we think it's weird that Scheer follows all of these kids on Instagram?
I don't follow. It's Twitter.
You do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I only follow visitors on Instagram because they put up their picture. It's Twitter. I follow every recruit Arizona offers.
Okay. All right. That's good.
It's my job, Mike.
All right. Fair enough. Yeah.
Some of us have jobs.
One of these guys that has to do something for a living. All right. Now let's see here. What else do we got? And then we're going to get into some football because we are a football school. Let's see. Game time. Illegal Pete. Oh, Illegal Pete's. Scheer. Are you going to go to Illegal Pete's?
If Arizona wins tomorrow, I will consider going to Illegal Pete's.
All right. Well, you should even if Arizona loses, you should go to Illegal Pete's. All right, check it out. Illegal Pete's, all kinds of fun. Hold on, let me find the read here. This is great. All right, here we go. Ringing the new year with Illegal Pete's weekly deals. Kick the Monday blues with $3 margaritas all day long and ease your way back into the week with $2 tacos every Tuesday. Do you work in healthcare or education? Take your team to lunch at Illegal Pete's every Tuesday and enjoy buy one, get one free entrees. And don't forget to unwind after a long day at their happy hour, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. every day. All right, now, Kaluma. Kaluma was never coming here. I like the people that said that Kaluma was that was bad fake
news. That was another website that kept pushing that, and he was absolutely never coming to Arizona.
Correct. Yes. He was not. Now, Braden Burries. I believe Arizona's going to get Braden Burries. I guess things could change, but I think Arizona feels very good about their opportunities right now.
Yeah, it went well. All visits go well, but this visit went well, and they have a legitimate chance of landing him.
Still the best visit story ever, and then we're going to get to some football, is before when Ben One White was working for Scheer, and who was the kid that visited Arizona again? I love this story.
Oh, you've told this story. It was an offensive lineman that wound up,
like in Alabama or something.
Yeah, Jared Bell.
Yeah, and so this kid visits Arizona, or like his buddy visits Arizona or something, and Ben's interviewing him, and he says, "So what'd you think about the Arizona visit?" And he says, "Oh, I would never go to Arizona. I was just there to help my friend out." Scheer, did you put those quotes up?
I think we did run an article still, didn't we?
Yeah, but I don't think that you put those quotes. I think you might have edited.
Oh, no, I definitely didn't put those quotes.
I would never go to Arizona. It's great when you're calling a kid to recruit. Burries, I don't believe is going to reclassify. As a matter of fact, I don't think they want him to reclassify. I think they're totally... Yeah, they're totally cool with that. All right, now let's get over to some football because we are a football school. BBN is finally back. It was announced. The hype video is out. The hype video took too long, but all's well that ends well, Jason Scheer. BBN is back, and that's a big that's big. I mean, that's massive. It really is.
Literally and figuratively.
Yes.
It is massive. Yeah, it's awesome. And he's a guy where everyone likes him, one of the leaders on the defense in terms of personality and all that. Arizona needed good news, and he provided it. It's plug him into the starting lineup and in a position where Arizona's clearly going to need to be strong in the trenches in the Big 12.
Yeah, Arizona's going to have to be strong. And again, he's going to be that dude. I think we got the start. Like I said, I think we got the starting defensive line pretty much figured out. There is no news on the AD search for everybody asking. There's literally...
People got to realize, this thing could go on for months.
Yeah.
Like ASU, for instance, and I hate using ASU as an example. What month are they going on now?
Yeah, but that was also some fake news. Crow was actually lying in that interview. I know.
No, but I'm saying they still don't have one.
Right, for sure.
Even if they are close, they still don't have one, and they might not have one.
You also can't hire. It's also very hard to hire an athletic director in the middle of a college basketball season as well. I mean, I guess you could, but it's hard.
Yeah, it's tough. I would expect it to get serious, and I know people aren't going to like this, but I would expect to get serious this summer. I think a hire will probably be made.
Well, because here's the thing. Brent Brennan's not going anywhere. Tommy Gunn's not going anywhere. So it's not like there's, that on there.
Well, let's be super obvious here. Robbins has much bigger issues let him save his job and then hire an AD.
It really is amazing that he's going to save his job. He just got rid of a couple people. I mean, you think about all the stuff that this guy, now granted, I know I'm speaking out of both sides of my mouth because I like him because he's good for sports. But with that online school stuff, with his bringing in kids that can't get into UC Fullerton or whatever, and just basically paying for them to come for free, he mismanaged a ton of very basic stuff, Scheer.
Yeah, it's tough because people always ask for our opinions and all that. And we're sports people. Like, we don't cover academics. So from our perspective, Robbins is awesome because he cares about sports. And the biggest nightmare from our perspective is that the academics bring in a new president that could not care less about sports, and stuff like that hurts Arizona.
We do not want Michael Crow. All right. Everybody keeps asking about Koa Pete in this chat. I have no clue where Koa Pete's going to go. Nobody knows where Koa Pete's going to go.
Yeah, Arizona's in there, but they have a chance, but so do a lot of schools.
All right. So anyways, back to some football though. The portal is open for about another week. And what is it? Actually, is it another week or so?
14th, Valentine's Day.
14th, Valentine's Day. So what? 6 days. Okay. 6 days. It's going to be, like I said, no news is good news on this one. And then what you'll do is then when the next one opens up, make Flag Cat the AD. That's awesome. Hold on. Where did I see that? I thought I said some.
The good thing about the next one while you look is that one's only 2 weeks.
Right.
Like for everybody, it's April 15th to 30th.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, the portal sucks. It just does. Like, I'm waiting. Like Chip Kelly, we might have a decision as soon as today, maybe tomorrow, and that could change everything again. It's just a.
Why would you bring in? Actually, joking aside, if you're at Ohio State, why would you bring in Chip Kelly as your offensive coordinator? He sucks at offense now.
Well, A, they're friends.
Okay,
they're buddies, and cool. B, I don't know, power run game in the Big Ten.
I don't know. I don't get that one because I think he kind of stinks at this stage. Okay, now, all right, hold on a second here. We got BetMGM. All right, the BetMGM Sportsbook app. All right, here's the deal. BetMGM. Scheer, you asked about this is the best sports book to go on.
Oh, absolutely. But I was wondering if the other ones even compare.
No, it doesn't. All right. Get $5. All right. Here's the deal. Sign up for BetMGM. Use bonus code PHNX. Place your first BetMGM Sportsbook wager through the BetMGM Sportsbook mobile app for at least $5. You will receive 158 instantly in additional winnings, regardless of your wager's outcome. Check out the show notes for details, and let's hear from the great Damon Dog.
From call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369 New York. Call 1-800-327-5050 Massachusetts. 21 plus to wager. Please gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP Arizona. 1-800-BETS-OFF Iowa. 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help Michigan. 1-800-981-0023 Puerto Rico in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. Visit BetMGM.com for terms. This promotional offer is not available in New York, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico.
All right. There we go. Okay. Now, I got a Discord thing coming up at 11:45. I need all of you people in there to be able to make me look a little bit better than I should. Also, Stacey Bay is a player that I had somebody reach out to me about. We haven't probably talked about him enough. Stacey Bay has a possibility of playing early, Jason Scheer.
I believe he will play early. Yeah. I like him quite a bit. It's pretty cool that he stayed loyal to Arizona, even though his teammate and friend, Raheem Wright, went to Washington.
Right.
I like Bay a lot. He can play. He's a linebacker. He might be a guy. I think you're right, actually. He's a guy we're not talking about enough.
Right. Hey, Jacob Franklin, can you link the Discord? Because, again, I don't want to be just talking to myself. That's my biggest concern, because when I talk to myself, I just ramble, and I ramble more than usual. Jacob Franklin, please do as you're told. Okay.
Scheer is very likely to stay in 2025.
Yeah, no, I don't know that there was ever a concern for that one. Okay, Scheer, before we sign off, where can they find you?
WildcatAuthority.com, Wildcat Scoop Podcast with Shelby, at Jason Scheer, on Twitter, at Circle K, Illegal Pete's, taking OGs every day.
And guys, got to become a diehard. Get in and become a diehard, and you can join me in the Discord. Go phnx.com, my friends. And I'm going to be putting out some exclusive stuff that you're only going to do there. Jervis Williams, you need to become a diehard. You can come and hang out with me. I got to get on this. We got 2 new diehards yesterday. Back the A-Ray. And another one, I'm not totally sure on who it was, but either way, all you guys should do it. It's very, very good. Okay. All right. On that note, Scheer, For Jason Scheer, I am Mike Luke. I will be back with you tomorrow on the post-game show. And Scheer will be back with you on Monday. We've got Chester Burnett coming up. Big Chester, another guy that we were always talking about how we wanted Russell Davis to take care of somebody. We need maybe Chester could be that. But by the way, did Shelby stand down to rage?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We want to keep everybody. We're on good terms with rage right now. We want to keep it on good terms.
I'm a man of peace.
All right. For Jason Scheer, Jacob Franklin, I'm Mike Luke. I'll see you at 11:45. You've been listening to the AZ Wildcats podcast.
We all silly like the mayor.